My child, listen carefully, because what I am about to tell you will help you understand the season you are walking through right now. I am Jesus, and I see everything happening around your life, even when you cannot see it yourself. Recently, you have been feeling a kind of pressure that you cannot easily explain. Some days, you wake up feeling discouraged without knowing why. Some moments, you feel confusion about decisions that once seemed clear. At times, it feels like something is pushing against your progress, as if every step forward is being resisted by unseen obstacles. You may have wondered if you are simply imagining these feelings. I want you to understand that there is often more happening in the spiritual world than what your natural eyes can see. The Bible tells many stories about battles that existed beyond what people could immediately understand. When the prophet Elisha prayed for his servant's eyes to be opened, the servant suddenly saw that the mountains were filled with heavenly armies protecting them. Before that moment, the servant believed they were alone and surrounded by enemies, but the truth was that God had already placed protection around them. My child, something similar has been happening in your life. You've been focusing on the visible challenges around you, but you have not realized how actively heaven has been working on your behalf. There are spiritual battles that take place quietly, beyond what human senses can detect. These battles are not meant to frighten you, but to remind you that your life has purpose and meaning. The enemy rarely wastes time attacking someone whose life carries no significance. When resistance increases, it often means that something valuable is ahead. The pressure you feel right now is not proof that you are losing. It may actually be a sign that you are moving closer to the path I prepared for you. My child, the enemy's strategy is often subtle. He does not always attack people with obvious disasters. Instead, he tries to plant small seeds of discouragement, doubt, and fear. These thoughts begin quietly, but if they grow unchecked, they can slowly weaken a person's confidence and faith. That is why I want you to recognize what is happening before those thoughts gain power over your mind. When you begin to feel discouraged, remember that your identity is not defined by the circumstances around you. When confusion tries to cloud your decisions, remember that my wisdom is available to guide you. When fear whispers that you are not strong enough, remember that my strength is made perfect in your weakness. My child, I have not placed you in this world without purpose. Every life I create carries potential that can influence others in ways that are often impossible to see at first. Sometimes, the struggles you experience are preparing you to help someone else who will face similar difficulties in the future. The compassion you develop through your challenges becomes the very thing that allows you to encourage others later. That is why I never waste the pain you experience. Every difficult moment has the potential to become part of a greater story that brings hope to someone else. But the enemy does not want that story to unfold. He wants you to believe that your struggles are meaningless and that your faith will not make a difference. If he can convince you to give up hope, he can prevent you from reaching the future that has already been prepared for you. That is why he tries to make the present moment feel overwhelming. He wants you to focus only on what is difficult right now so that you forget what is possible in the future. Okay, my child, this is why I am speaking to you today. I want you to see your situation from a different perspective. The battle you feel around your life is not something you must face alone. I have always been beside you, even during the moments when you felt uncertain or weak. When you pray, heaven listens. When you trust me, I respond. Even when the results are not immediate, your faith is never wasted. Think about the story of Daniel in the Bible. When Daniel prayed, the answer from heaven was sent immediately. But it took time for that answer to arrive because spiritual resistance tried to delay it. Daniel did not see what was happening behind the scenes, but his prayer was already being answered. In the same way, some of the prayers you have spoken are already in motion, even though you have not seen the results yet. My child, the most important thing you can do during this season is stay close to me. When your connection with me remains strong, the enemy cannot control your thoughts or determine your future. Spend time speaking to me in prayer. Fill your mind with truth instead of fear. Remember the promises that I have given to those who trust me. When you do these things, you strengthen your spiritual foundation and make it harder for discouragement to take root in your life. There may still be challenges ahead, but those challenges will not define your story. The outcome of your life is not determined by the struggles you face today. It is determined by the faith that continues guiding you forward. My child, you are not alone in this battle. Heaven sees you, heaven supports you, and heaven is already preparing the next chapter of your story. Continue walking with faith, continue trusting my guidance, okay? And you will soon begin to see how every moment of this season has been leading you toward something greater than you imagined.